Welcome to Otisel's channel. And let's take care of each other and keep it up. Now I'm trying to improve this one, but was driving down to work and I saw this cool one through tri-wheels. And but after this, I have it's kind of sad because we also this in the Philippines, which is right after this video. I have I try to, I kind of driving around last off day and I see how bad the homeless, we have a lot of homeless now in Las Vegas. So let's see. Here, the video that you're gonna see is when I'm driving. This is a part of down on the south in Las Vegas, which is way where I'm going to work. I always pass by on them, and it's just sad. Like, look, this one is around in the afternoon, like 3 in the afternoon, and yet you still can see them. They're still lying down in the ground, and still they're still sleeping. So it's just heartbroken. Like, it seems like for us as Filipino, we already knew, or we like what we used to, like we used to see a lot of this back home, you know like all these homeless people in the sidewalk, or they live right underneath the bridge. But it just I don't know. I feel like so sad when I see them. Like look at this behind this beautiful building, and you would see these people just like exactly like in Manila. Like you would see a lot of nice building, and it's rich people out there, and yet we can see all these people behind that and living on the tent, and you know it's bad. Yes, it's just like heartbreaking. So it's well, sometimes I said, well, sometimes I would just think like if we don't have, if because like if you help them, they're just gonna, like financially or whatever, or how much you can help them, and yet they still have a lot of them. So that's why sometimes we just let we just gonna said God bless, or whatever you can hand it to them. Like all the time when when I stop on a stoplight, I would share always, rather I have $1 or whatever I have, like easy for me to pick and give it some to them. But I know my husband would said sometimes it's not good because they would always think that someone's really look at that, it's like devastating. Yeah, are always problem. It's just sad. And this one is like where the thrift shop, because here in Las Vegas, like on Owens Road, there's a place there that they go to shower or to eat, and then when they gave them help already and the help is gone, they would come back and do the same thing like that. So that's only the sad part. Like right now in Las Vegas itself, what they're saying right now as how many people are homeless in Las Vegas this year, which is last year 2020. They have this record right here on a Clark County. 6,000 homeless. So it's really like growing. It's like you know, it's like I notice like every day you would see a lot more different people that you would see that like on the street. But I know that they have also like saying some of them is not really like from Las Vegas, that they just like they move up here and for for something they think that it's fine. I mean, it's fine to be a homeless here in Las Vegas because they would always have help. Because the more like in Fremont Street, like you would always see a lot of, paneling, like asking for help, like that kind of stuff. And then, just to think of this year for 6,000 homeless, and they even have this kind of like they said that every time like last June 2020, they have one homeless person drowns every year in the tunnels. So it means they have more also in the tunnels. And they have this also. As for Nevada's rate of homelessness, it comes in with the ninth highest rate, having around 252 homeless people per 1,000 total of residents. So it's like a number of seven of the list. Las Vegas has about 273 homeless per 1,000 residents. You see, and then less than two homeless away from number six, which is, you know, I don't know. It just, like, because somehow you would, I would see like every other day, I would see a lot of them trying, the homeless people are trying to get them from Fremont Street and try to give them a shelter, and maybe they're trying to help them to also to go back to at least where their family. But in the end, if they already, and this sometimes they're still back. I mean, they came back. So that's the only thing. It's just like same story, like back home they would give them a place where they can, stay, but then the problem is job. But I don't know, is that's the problem here, because every state they always have, you know they you can always get a job, like anything. So I don't understand. That's why it's hard for me, as not born and raised here, and then for us to have a job, like two job, or a part-time and a full-time job. And that's the only thing. It's hard to understand why we have we have this homeless. But I know somehow my husband would explain like it's because sometimes it's just really hard to get up. Once you lost your home, you lost your job. Sometimes it's really hard to, like, maybe it's hard to pick up yourself to go back where you used to be, or you have a job and like that. you know so that's why I was like, it's nice. Well, it's not, well, for me, like, when I always see them, like sometimes I was thinking like maybe I can share. But did you think, guys, all this they have kids? Did you see some of the video here, right here, right now, in this side? They have a lot of kids with them, like four of them. So yeah, so it's just really hard. So it's not only just in the Philippines, it's all over the world. Even here, you know, it's just really hard. And then to think here, they have a cold weather and really windy. And then you see these people out there. So it's difficult. And now I was kind of reading about, if it's illegal in Las Vegas to, for homeless isn't illegal in Las Vegas. That's what they said. So it isn't. It's not illegal. So but the back in 2006, the city council passed an ordinance banning people from feeding homeless in public parks to address some the homelessness near and around Hartridge Park. So yeah, as this guy, I have nothing, but I'm still human. That's what that's true because like we have a lot of Filipinos also somehow. Even I see in the news, like they said that they used to be a nurse, and then I don't understand why that they ended up being a homeless. So that's really like it's hard, it's really difficult to understand why we have those you know kind of situation. So that's why in well it's just hard to explain because somehow they would they have this kind of thought that they might be not in a good mind, or they have a you know um they said like sometimes it's a drugs, or you know which is sometimes I'm thinking it's kind of true also, because you would think like they're so strong, they look so fine, and yet they cannot do the job well. So